Hello, one-of-a-kind friends. How are you today? Hi, everybody. How you doing today? Ken Oliver here. I'll give y'all a couple of minutes to join in. In the meantime, I'm going to log in here on my other device in case there are any questions or comments, because I love to see answer any kind of questions that I can while we're live. And I hope that I am at the right time. Okay, it looks like I'm at the right time. Looks like I'm there. Let's see. It took me just a second. There we go. Nope, that's not it. There we go. There we go. So today we are going to create an ugly Christmas sweater Christmas card. This is what I have on tap for today. I was going to just do demos today, but I thought this would be a good time to do this class, and then that way everybody can kind of see that. And there are still kits that if you wanted to get a kit, you could get a kit today. So that's what we've got going on. And I'll give folks a couple minutes to join in. And I do want to start out by saying that I'm doing my best today. Hey baby, I have had the past week I've had COVID, and I'm feeling better gradually, but it takes a while to get over the fatigue and the brain fog and everything. So like, I will go ahead and say this, like if I say something weird, I've had brain fog all week long, and sometimes weird stuff comes out of my mouth. So I'll just go ahead and say that. And thank you for your patience in shipping. I think everything went out okay this past week, but it has been kind of a difficult few days as I'm recovering from COVID, but feeling better day by day. So I want to go ahead and get started. I will say that if you are taking the class today, that I'm going to check to see that we're live. It looks like I'm live. My internet, I noticed like a couple of folks had internet issues before. Okay, hey Stacy, how you doing? I see some folks are joining in there. If you feel like it, leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing today. Let me know where you're watching from. I love hearing from you. If you are taking the class and you have the class kit, make sure you have your class kit. I would also make sure that you have a heat tool handy, some scissors, some adhesives, of course. Have a stencil bath. That's just a little tray of water so we can put our stencils in there, because if you don't wash your stencils, depending on what kind of medium you use, you can get, like stuff drying on there, and you don't want that to happen. I'm the worst. So I try to keep my stencils clean. Have an extra piece of black paper handy. And then I think that's pretty much like it. Oh, and some palette knife to spread the stencil butter. The stencil butter that came with your kit is lime green and crimson. And also you might, if you have champagne gold, you might want to have some champagne gold on hand. That's kind of optional. And just so you know, my best buddy, his name is Baxter. He's joining us today. He's a little Australian Shepherd, and he is always up in everything that I do. So he's already here in the class. You want to say hi, buddy? You want to say hi? Come up here. He always likes to say hi. You're a good boy. Now you leave it. You leave that. Okay. Good boy. So I'm going to turn my camera down and we will get to it. Man, I appreciate y'all coming today and letting me be part of the One of a Kind show. I'm so excited. Yeah, you know what, Susan, My dog, Baxter, isn't so much like, he doesn't like to play fetch. Like, he does like to play with the ball, but he likes to bring it to me and like catch it. Just like catch it. If I send it far away, like he doesn't like get that as much, but he'll sit there and catch it all day long. And he is a crazy dog, but he likes to do tricks. I've taught him recently how to jump hurdles and how to jump through hoops and how to jump up into like tubes and things like that at the dog park. So we will get started. And, you know, like, and I also wanted to kind of just show you, like, I'm so sorry. I wanted to show you like kind of the cavalcade of cards that I've made recently in my lives at Ken Oliver Crafts, because there are so many and they're so beautiful. Any of the cards that you'll see here, there are stencils that you can get to, and foils and everything to make these beautiful cards. But I just wanted to go through those kind of quick so you can kind of see what's going on, because look at that beautiful hand-painted poinsettias. Oh, that's so pretty. And this one, that foil is just gorgeous. Just so many beautiful cards that I've done in my lives. This time you can see those videos at Ken Oliver Crafts on Facebook. But I wanted to share them with you because there are just so many possibilities. Look at this gorgeous menorah. It's one of the most beautiful menorahs I've ever seen. Happy Hanukkah. Look at this, that beautiful snowflake stencil. And literally there are so many kinds of Christmas stencils that I have at Ken Oliver Crafts that you will love making Christmas cards with. Aren't those fun? And I should tell you that there's a bit of a contest today. During this live video, I'm going to give away a $50 gift card or store credit at KenOliverCrafts.com. Just say, pick me, pick me, pick me in the comments. And then as soon as it's over, I'll use that random number thing to pick a person. And then the other thing to let you know is this weekend, all orders over $50 will automatically be deducted 20%. So you'll save 20% automatically on all orders over $50. So that's kind of a cool thing too. The stencils we're using today, is I'll go ahead and get started because I will talk all day long, is this one, knitted stitching from the Crafter's Workshop that came in the kit. I love this stencil because it looks like a sweater. It is so cool. And then we're also using this Merry Tree, also from the Crafter's Workshop. Your kit came with enough paper and foil to make 6 cards. Oh, I forgot to show these cards. These are the 18 and over. And I have this stencil too, Peace, Love, and Joy. This is the Forbidden Leaf stencil. So for anybody who partakes in that. I want to get started. The first thing we're going to do is create this cable stitch background with this knitted stitch stencil. So I'm going to lay my stencil on my cardstock here. And then with this beautiful crimson stencil butter, we're going to apply a layer of stencil butter to the cardstock. I'm not used to talking this much, I can tell. So I'm doing my best, I promise you. And this is easy to apply. You see, I just grab a little bit of that stencil butter and apply consistent, confident strokes. There's no need to like press really hard. You let the stencil butter do the work, and the stencil, all you basically have to do is kind of like smear it across there. It's not it's not a pressure thing at all. It's basically just letting it glide on there and just really apply through the stencil. And I'll announce the winner. What I'll do is I'll pick the winner of this and then notify that person in a DM with the code for their $50 gift from Ken Oliver Crafts. And on top of that, every other order that's placed, if it's over $50, will automatically receive a 20% discount. It's hard to believe a whole, an entire other year has passed by, and we're doing the one-of-a-kind show. It's amazing. I think the last one that I attended in person was in, I think in Milwaukee. So I'm going to lift that up. Isn't that beautiful? And I put that stencil over to the side in my stencil bath. Look how cool that is. Let me just clean up a little bit here. Always put your lid back on your stencil butter so that stays nice and fresh. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do some of my stencil butter stuff while we've got it out. I'm going to go ahead and make this green Christmas tree. I have a piece of black cardstock that I'm going to make that Christmas tree on. And we're going to use lime green stencil butter for that. And I'm going to go ahead and apply some lime green stencil butter. And I'm just going to do the tree on this. I don't want to do the Merry and the Christmas. I'm just going to do the tree and the star. And I messed that one up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and do a second one too. I let my stencil slide a little bit. And if I were not as impulsive, I would probably tape that down, but I kind of am an impulsive person, and sometimes I don't tape things down. But the good thing is, even though I messed that up a little bit, I got a little bit offline, we're going to cut that out, so it's not that big of a deal. Lay that to the side. And then the last thing I want to do is create this Merry Christmas with some gold stencil butter. You could do it in green if you want to, or if you have black or another color that you like, you could do that also. And you don't have to do it. You have enough stuff here to make 6 cards. So you could make it with Merry Christmas or not, depending on how you want to make your card. The other thing I should say about what we're doing today is that whenever you make your cards, take a photo of them and post them to me over at kenolivercrafts.com. And I'm going to create a gallery of cards there, of pictures, and then we'll let folks vote on the tackiest or the ugliest Christmas sweater, and whoever gets the most votes will get a $50 credit at kenolivercrafts.com. So I'm going to make my Merry Christmas words by taking that Merry tree and stenciling that in champagne gold. I love the champagne gold stencil butter. If you haven't used it before, oh, it is just dreamy. Stencil butter is really pretty because it is spreadable like butter, but it also has like a really nice shimmer to it. Put my lid back on. And take that. I'm going to put this right away in the stencil bath. Perfect. Look at the fine detail of that stencil butter. That stencil has a very fine script, and the stencil butter just really gives you some beautiful detail through that stencil. Oops. Just going to clean up my area a little bit. Now I'm going to take the heat tool and dry my pieces. Make sure to leave me a comment that says, pick me, pick me. I'm going to draw a name after the broadcast for a $50 gift credit at KenOliverCrafts.com. And also remember then that today and tomorrow, all orders that are over $50 will get an additional 20% off. And that's going to apply to everything. There are a lot of items that are already marked as sale prices. And that'll take another 20% off of that also, which is awesome. Way to save. And this will take a few minutes to dry. One of my favorite things about this class and this kit is all those little funky embellishments. I've already got like a whole little pile here ready of pom-poms and of sequins and tinsel. And if you're crafting along at home and you've got the kit, or you get the kit, keep in mind that you can add anything to this that you want. Literally, I saw a tacky Christmas sweater this week that on TV that somebody was wearing, and she had taken garland and put in garland like at 45-degree angle across the whole thing, and it was hysterical, and she was seriously wearing it. And this will take a few minutes. I'm going to bubble my butter up here. And I don't know if you've tried this before, but if you're using stencil butter and a heat tool, you can put your tool a little bit close to the stencil butter, and it literally bubbles up. And that's going to make our knitted stitch look a little more dimensional, like it's knitted. I know that this takes a little bit of time to do, and I did already create another set that I already dried, so that we won't have to wait till these are completely 100% dry. But I do want to go ahead and get these like pretty much like as dry as possible, because I want to put this card together too. Eventually, probably not today. And see how that heat really makes that stencil butter very, very dimensional. I think you can see that in the light. It makes it look like knitted stitches. It's very, very cool. So I'll go ahead and put this one to the side, and we'll work on this one, Merry Christmas. This kit is still available at KenOliverCrafts.com. And I love this because it is a Christmas card that has a sense of humor to it, and it's not completely serious or you know, it's something that's fun. And I am bubbling this butter too, and it makes the Merry Christmas look 3D. Man, thanks for hanging with me today. I might not be as sparkling as sometimes, but I am recovering from COVID. I'm doing my best to keep the energy level up today. And hopefully you're healthy and well wherever you're watching from. I know that so many folks right now are sick with just COVID and the flu and that respiratory virus. And I hope that you are healthy and staying well. And look how pretty that is. And now I'm going to work on these trees a little bit. And these will take a few minutes to dry. Look at that, you can see that bubbling up. Makes that tree like really dimensional. Oops. Now we'll put that to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on creating our card. I went ahead and I made some pieces that are what I just did, so those could be thoroughly dry before we do anything to them. And I'm going to use a paper trimmer for a second to trim up this piece. The card we're making is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm just going to trim my layers real quick. Okay, so that card is already cut. Now the foil that comes with the kit is already trimmed to 6 by 6. So we'll want this to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I just have to trim a tiny little bit of this piece off to get it to that 5 3/4 bit. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't have to trim it at all. It's already in the right size. Good on me. I thought I had not trimmed those to be the same, marked down or trimmed down yet. So we're good to go on this. So I'll go ahead and apply this knitted stitch to the foil with adhesive. So, and that looks really pretty. And then we can put that on top of the card, the white card base. I think this is a fun card because, you know, tacky Christmas sweaters are still very popular. I saw a rounder, you know, like a garment rack at the store not too long ago that was completely full of tacky Christmas sweaters for men, for kids, for ladies. You know, everybody could get a tacky Christmas sweater. So now we've got the first part of our base created, and then we're going to come back to decorating. So we created some small little trees out of lime green stencil butter on black paper, and we're going to fussy cut those. I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to 2023 and all the new wonderful things that we're gonna do in 2023. And I'm planning to do a trip to the UK and Scotland in 2023. Hopefully that will all come together and we'll feel healthy and like going. One of the fun things that we're going to do is make a quick trip at the quilt show in Birmingham, England before we go. I think that's what we're going to do, and see the quilt show in England for a day, and then we'd head up to Scotland and have a tour of Edinburgh and see the castle there and Holyrood and all of the sites of Edinburgh. And if I remember right, our trip will coincide in Edinburgh with I think it's called the Royal Tattoo, where they have competitions of bagpipe players and drum corps and all of that. So like, it seems like that it will be a really fun trip to go on. And then along the way too, we'll have some craft and art classes with yours truly. And one thing that I'll be really looking forward to is taking a trip up into the Highlands. It is such a beautiful place, and I think that we'll have a stop along Loch Ness and maybe look for Nessie. But I'm excited about that. So hopefully that will all go as I'm envisioning that it will. Scotland and the UK is one of my favorite places to travel. Now we've got that cute little tree cut out. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out this star that goes with the tree. Fussy cutting takes a minute. So cut out this star. And this star doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put a big gold jewel on top of this star anyway. There we go. And I would like to cut out my words here that say Merry Christmas. I do hope you're enjoying the craft along today, or the class along. I've been looking forward to this, and also looking forward to the next one that's coming up. I think that will be January 7th. And just FYI, my birthday will be January 6th, so that's my birthday month. So I'm going to cut that piece off. So what we're doing is cutting the Mary off of here. We're going to cut the Mary right out of this. Sorry. And that looks straight. And then we want to cut the Christmas out also. And because the C is a little bit curved, we're going to fussy cut around that. Thank y'all for staying with me today. I was not really sure. I was planning to do demos today, and kind of at the last minute, since I had the virus, I thought it would probably be better, since I hadn't really had a lot of time to prepare demos, to do this as a class here. And I know quite a few people ordered kits, so like that way they can watch the video and get the class at the same time. There we go. So now we've got that piece cut out. And look, we've got an extra little gold tree also. Okay, so I'm ready to start putting this together. We've got our parts. We've got our Mary, our Christmas, our card base, and our tree, and we'll get started. I want to make sure that I get this like very centered, so I'm going to put, this seems like it's a little bit too big, so I'm just like going to whack off a little bit of that. Make sure that we're putting it upright side up. If you had foam squares, you could set this up with foam squares. And Baxter just heard the mailman go by. So I don't know why, but my dog pretty much like loves everybody except the UPS guy and the mail guy. Everybody else he like loves. In fact, we even have a friend who's a UPS guy. And so when he sees our friend Josh in his brown outfit, he likes Josh. But it's just, I don't know if it's because the guy comes to the house and leaves stuff or what. But he does not like it when the post guy or the UPS guy come by. Now we've got our base kind of put down. I keep checking to make sure there aren't any questions or comments that I need to address. Looks like we're good here. There we go. And remember, you can be saying, pick me, pick me, pick me, because after this is over, I'm going to use the random number generator and count down and pick out a name for a $50 credit at Ken Oliver Crafts. Now comes the fun part, because we've got all these little embellishments to make our Christmas tree like extraordinarily tacky. This kit came with some tinsel, so I'm going to cut a little piece of tinsel, and you could put this on the tree any way that you like. I think I'm going to make mine like a little thing. That's even too much. I want to make just like a little blob at the bottom. I'm going to use some liquid adhesive to do that. We'll put that down. That's going to be our tinsel-y tree skirt. And then I have a whole bunch of fun embellishments here. There are a bunch of these gold ones in your kit that look like, I can't hold them up, little stars. So we're going to put one, it's a little flower. So we're going to put that at the top of the tree like a little star. And then the kit came with a few pom-poms. So I'm going to add some red pom-poms on here because, you know, it has to have pom-poms if it's going to be a tacky Christmas sweater. And we've got some sequins. We want to put some sequins on here too. Now I have glue stuck on my finger and on that. That stuff happens sometimes. We want to get this really with a lot of stuff on it so that it looks very tacky. More is better. And these can be any color. And I have one of those little tweezers for putting down stencil or putting down a sequence, but I rarely use them because I'm kind of just more tactile than that. And don't you love that this is really starting to look it is starting to look pretty tacky. And just like, you know, more is better. And we're going to put a gold sequin here. And a gold sequin here. Thank you all for letting me be part of the one-of-a-kind show today. I'm so excited about that, and thank you for understanding that I'm recovering from the COVID virus. I appreciate you being so kind and understanding about that because I wasn't really sure if I would have the energy to do this today, and I've just taken my time and gone slow and have somehow found the energy to make the class. So there we go. We have just created a ugly Christmas sweater Christmas card. I think that is really cool, and it looks like that my time is just about up. Once again, this kit, this class kit, you can find it at kenolivercrafts.com. There's a really good sale going on this weekend till tomorrow night at $11.59. Any cart over $50 will automatically receive a 20% discount. And if you're watching now and say pick me, pick me, pick me in the comments below, you'll be eligible for a $50 credit at KenOliverCrafts.com. So I'm going to turn my camera up. Wow, thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for letting me be part of the show, and thank you for understanding that I've maybe a little bit low energy today because I'm recovering. It's always such a thrill. It's been such a pleasure this whole year to be part of the One of a Kind show, and I'd love to wish you a Merry Christmas and all the best in 2023. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.